Noob Jam. Hello and welcome back to Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. Today, chapter 14, 1:28 p.m. Wait. Temsic Park, the site of the Little Lady Camilla's abduction tonight, and a place where an important piece of evidence, the music box, was hidden. I wonder why Lady Detective is looking so dejected. At least she isn't dead, but what did she find? Sure. So can I... no, it's a leaflet. Oh, the chef! Huh? What's he doing here? Well, I guess a car just ran in. No. La la la, let me spend a moment. The world will not end if the food delivery is a little late. La la la. A little late? It's already ice cold. And what is happening here? Up. Ah. Swing harder. What? Well, there is a bunch of things in this tree. Holy cannoli here. But that's not where I want to be. Phew, I got this thing spinning pretty fast. You didn't even put much effort into it. This is quite a bit of power and speed for a piece of playground equipment. I can just imagine all the poor kid who gets sent flying all over the park. Oh. Ah. Yep, I did it. Oh, I can just... Hello. It's me. Oh, there you are, Sissel. From your dejected expression, I gather you didn't find what you were looking for. Right, I can't find the music box anywhere. But I found something else instead. Something horrible. Horrible? What is it? There, in the grass. You'd better see for yourself. It looks like a dead body. It nearly died when I nearly died when I saw it. And I suppose now we've found it, we can't just leave it there, can we? Nope, I suppose not. Oh. Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park, the rock of the gods. You there! You're talking to me, aren't you? I have some leaflet for you. Leaflets I know you'll be very interested in. I urge you to peruse it thoroughly, examine it in detail. Never mind that right now. Never mind that right now. Do you remember your name? My name? My name? What does my name matter when there are more important things to worry about? Okay. Come now and study these tracks with me, my brother. Come and learn about the rock of the gods with me. The night is no longer young. As a matter of fact, daybreak is approaching. But we are young. Look, I don't have time to get involved in your way of life. But I am interested in your way of death. So let's go back to 4 minutes before your death. Let's do it. I mean, he got crushed by something huge, so... Well, 825. And so I made up my mind. I resolved to live here in this park and defend it. Okay, and what does that have to do with this Rock of the Gods you mentioned? You still don't appear to understand. It's written quite clearly in the 4th leaflet in great detail. Excuse me, but I have to use the restroom. Eek! I'm coming! Just hold on! I'll be right there! I've located the target, beauty. A girl of the right age coming out of the right apartment building at the right time. Yes, my dear, I've ever so gently nab her and come right back to your side. Good evening, young lady. Won't you come with me? Eek! Oh gods, what do I do? What should I do? I have to do something. Oh. Ah. Well, that was strange. What in the world? What just happened? Oh, that's Minnow! Minnow? Minnow, the mascot, the symbol of Temsic Park. Forget about the name of that big creepy lump of concrete. I'm talking about the way it changed direction. Did you see that? Yes I did. We witnessed it with our own eyes. The power of the Rock of the God. That was the power of the gods. The power of the gods saved that little girl. And then that same power very deliberately crushed you instead. Yes, precisely. That is called the mischief of the gods. What in the Oh man, reading is hard, okay? Like there's so many letters. Like look at all of them line up like that and I have to figure out what's what. Difficult. Okay, deep breath and we keep going. Correctly this time. Was it the mischief of the gods or was it a ghost trick? But nah, it couldn't have been a ghost trick. No ghost trick could change the direction of something that heavy in midair. But wait a minute. What if there was somebody with much greater powers than me? Perhaps. Alright, well, trick time. Oh. Look at that, there's another flame beside mine. Oh, so that is the flame of a god, is it? But hold on. Your spirit is a flame too, isn't it? Yeah, so? Oh, pardon me, but are you a god? I sincerely doubt it. At the last minute, that big lump of concrete made a huge swing to one side. That was probably that flame's doing. Who could it be? I definitely believe it's either a god or somebody god-related. Maybe I'd better try talking to this person. Perhaps, yes. Let's figure out who this is. Talk. What the... This person with much greater power than me. It's you. Hey! Sissel! It's the cutest dog in existence! Oh my, it's Missile! You look well for being dead. Did you see? Did you see what I did? I did it! I tried really hard and I did it! I saved Miss Camilla! Are you telling me I was done in by a puppy dog? Missile, what's going on? How did you get the powers of the dead? I'm glad you asked. After Miss Camilla went out and you left... Yeah, you kept headbutting that door. I worked like crazy to make my own path, and I did it! Ooh. And then I follow Miss Camilla out into the big wide world. And then, here at this park, I found her at last. Yes, you guessed it, I barked. You bet I did, and I went running after her too. And then, I guess I died. And then, I was unconscious for a little while. When I came to, it was all over. Poor Miss Camilla, crushed under that big scary lump. Oh, what have I done? I'm so sorry, little lady, please forgive me. Miss Camilla! I had to rescue Miss Camilla. It was up to me. I cried out from the depths of my heart, and then... I can't tell you how surprised I was, but I bet you understand, right? Better than probably anybody else could. And I remembered what you did for me, how you saved me. So... you went back, right? Back to 4 minutes before the little lady's death? You bet I did! Yes, my dear, I'll ever so gently nab her and come right back to your side. Yes! Yeah. And? Now is my chance. I thought I saw the core. I don't know, it looks pretty far. I stretch out my paw towards the core. Oh, how I felt at that moment. I'd love for you to be able to feel it too. Go ahead, Sissel. Go ahead and try it for yourself. Oh. I can't believe it. How could you connect over such a great distance? Well, they don't call me Missile for nothing. And so then you manipulated that minute thing and threw it aside. Right on top of my head. Well, no, actually. Huh? I can't manipulate things like you can, Sissel. You can't? Then how did you... I didn't know what to do, then I happened to see something out of the corner of my eye. And it had a core too. A single leaf hanging from the tree. I tried reaching out to the leaf. What in the world? I can't manipulate things. But apparently I can swap them. As long as the two things have the same shape, that is. Swap things with the same shape? Go ahead and try it. Press swap. I'll press the swap. That's incredible. And so that's how you saved your mistress, is it? And that's how I became caught in this, isn't it? I'm very sorry. My powers were too meager. Meager? Because you see, I saw one more. I happened to notice one more core. There was something with the exact same shape stuck in the branch of a tree. Hey, you're right. If Minnow could be swapped again with that, then disaster wouldn't have to rain down on my head. But what is that thing? It's too big to be a leaf. Whatever it is, I'd much prefer it on my head than Minnow. So why didn't you swap them, Missile? I couldn't. I can stretch out my paw a little further than you can, Sissel. But this was just too far for me. I couldn't reach. I must admit, it's a fascinating spectacle of a death, if I do say so myself. I kept retrying over and over, seeing if there was anything I could do. I bet there's something you can do now. Huh? If we work together, you and me. Sissel, you think so? I don't plan on letting anybody die in front of me tonight. Do you think you could help? You could help me? Of course! Naturally! So we're going to drop that minnow thing in a different spot. Okay, let's try it. Let's go back again to 4 minutes before. Alright, let's get started. 4 minutes from now, you'll swap Minnow with the leaf. And then, you'll have to swap Minnow with something else. Something with the same shape. Oh, I believe that's a rugby ball. Okay, rugby ball, huh. But with the rugby ball where it is now, Missile can't reach it. So that means I'll have to move it closer somehow. It looks like you and I will have to work together on that one, Missile. Okay, I'm ready. Whenever you want to use my swap trick, just press RT. That way, you'll be able to control me. And then if you press RT, control will come back to me. Okay, let's try it. Together we can stop Minnow from hurting anybody. Sure we can. Alright, so... Alright, Missile. Your power are the key to this. Key this time. Okay, I'm ready. I can swap anything that has the same shape. Just call on me if you find anything you want to try. Probably best thing to do is just try a bunch of things and see how it goes. And if I see something we can swap, I should use RT. And that we will. What happened if I open this? Nothing too special. Now, that's something I can swap. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. Yeah. Well, I can swap those. And I can probably swap these. Haha! What's doing for me? I don't know, but... Alright. Not happening. I see. What if I did this? Well, I can move the seesaw if I so choose. I don't think I can move it with this big thing in the way. No, cancel that. I won't. Yes. I don't know why I did this. I just felt like perhaps this was a thing to do. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. There isn't many buttons either, it's just that I keep messing up. I don't want to talk, I want to... Okay, I can't have two characters in the same location, I see. Okay, whew. Now I'm here. Can't do much from here. No, stop that. And I can't do that because it's not in the same position. Alright. Whew, here you come already. I swore to myself not to repeat my mistakes. When somebody's in trouble, you should lend them a hand. Otherwise, you'll definitely regret it. And now the recklessness of youth has taken over, giving me a lightning fast speed. I've been thinking, if we could stop this man from running, maybe he wouldn't get squished. It won't be easy to stop me once the recklessness of youth has taken over. Stop him, eh? Can't do anything. Or perhaps... Well, let's see what happened first. Oh. No, Demi. Ah. Oh, I thought maybe I could... Well, I can do that. Alright. Because I think that's just something I have to do here. I have to get up. Not quite. Oh, wait. I can rustle this. That's what happened. Oh, I didn't swap out the thing. What do you think of my lightning fast pace? I wish you would knock it off. That's what I think. We don't have time to prepare. I think we're gonna have to find a way to stop him from running. As far as I can see, the only way to do that is to use the playground equipment. The what? You know, the seesaw, the swing, those things. Precisely. Except, there's one more piece of equipment to be exact. Stop him with the equipment, eh? Maybe I should rethink things here. Yeah, I think so too, but... Ha! Well... Oh, that was so close! If it hit the ball, it could have knocked it down. Is that all this umbrella can be used for? For knocking the rugby ball down? Don't forget about my power! And don't forget about my recklessness of youth! Well... Look at this funny flattened ball. It's the same shape as that horrible minnow. But it's too far to swap from here. Even this ball is starting to look horrible to me. We have to find a way to get this ball closer to the minnow thing. Knock it down from the tree, I say. There must be something we can do. I mean, I wish I could just swap it, but no can't do. What if I open it again? Nothing. Well, maybe not nothing necessarily. It can catch things. And if I swap it with something else, like if the baseball go in there, and then I can swap it with perhaps either the bigger ball that's down here or this. That might just do it. That might just do it, but I think I messed up here. I believe I messed up. Well, let's talk. Here comes the man, fast enough to scare even a quick little doggy like me. Uh-oh, the rugby ball is still in the tree. Ah, behold the recklessness of youth. Yeah, it's that recklessness of yours that's causing us so much trouble. No one can stop the recklessness of youth. Well, if we can't stop it, then I guess we're gonna have to find a way to make it work for us. But if he comes running too fast, we won't have time to get ready. It looks like figuring out what to do with his recklessness is the key. I mean, I agree with you here, but I'm trying. I truly am trying. It's the best I can here. One more revolution. Yeah, and I can't... If only... I have to use this, but if I use this, I'm too slow. And I can't swap out anything either. How can we use his recklessness against him? Because be it the tire, the basketball, or anything, it just doesn't work. Well, what do you think of my lightning fast pace? I wish you would knock it off. That's what I think. We don't have time to prepare. I think we're gonna have to find a way to stop him from running. As far as I can see, the only way to do that is to use the playground equipment. The what? You know, seesaw, swing, those things. Precisely. Except there is one more piece of equipment to be exact. Stop him with the equipment. Maybe I should rethink things here. Oh, I'm the dumbest man alive. I know what I have to do. Jesus. I'm a fucking idiot here. Hello, dum-dum here. Oh my god, I will kick my own ass if it's actually this. I mean, let's be honest, it is this. I figured it out, did you? Did you get angry watching me trying to figure it out and trying to... so many permutations? But I'm guarantee you, I know what it is now. I'm a fucking idiot! Goddamn! Yeah, we know. I know what to do, we know what to do. It's fine. I still don't know quite yet though. What ball I should swap with what? That's kind of the one thing I'm still unclear on. I think Sissel can swap with this even if I do nothing, so... let's just wait. Let's just wait for a quick second. Let's witness my stupid. My sheer dumb. Hey, hello, I can spin this faster. Haha! And now I have time to do this. God damn it. All of this for this. It's funny, but it completely slipped my mind that like Sissel could actually do something. Like, I have power too, it's not all about swapping. I can also just spin it. And now I think I'm good? I believe I'm good for now anyway. Cause, oh no, it's going too far. Okay, so I need the basketball down in there. Got it. Oh my god. How much time did I waste with my stupid here? I don't know how much time I wasted, but damn. Okay. So here's how it's gonna happen. This can stay like this. It's perfectly fine. I just have to... Yeah, everything's round. The world goes round and round, we know. I finally figured it out, everything's fine. Then I can swap with you. And I can get you in position right here. I'm gonna wait for him to spin, because if I put the baseball here, it's too small and I can't get to it, I think. Yeah, then I want to spin this like crazy, and I also want to swap those. I believe that's what I want to do anyway. Yeah, it seems about right. Alright, spin, baby, spin! I know I'm starting to do it right. It's fine. So now, I think the basketball that is most definitely right down there, right? Because I did the swap. It should land in this. And once that's done, I can... Yes, now I can swap this with the tire, which should make the whole thing go down. I don't know what I want to do with Sissel for now. Oh, I need to be specific here. Aha! I did it! Alright. Huh? Yes. Yes. It's closer and it has the right shape. There, we moved the ball. What do you think, Missile? I can do it. With the ball there, I think I can do it. I hope so. In just a few seconds, you'll swap Minnow with the leaf. And then from there, you can swap Minnow one more time. The final moment is near, Missile. Are you ready? You bet! Ooh. Holy jeez, it took me so long to do this. All this because, well, I was so excited about getting a new ability, right? And I was just like, I have to use it, I just have to, right? But no, you're not supposed to use it. Well, you're supposed to use it as well, but you shouldn't forget about... Okay, watch me, Sissel! Here I go! The finishing touch. You can do it, Missile. Swap Minnow with that ball. You nailed it. There! How's that? My head has been spared. Truly, that was a try worthy of the gods. And now, Minnow is right where he belongs. In the trash. We did it again, didn't we? Didn't we? I think so, yeah. Now nobody has to die. Except for one brave little somebody. Huh? I'm talking about you, Missile. Oh, me? Guess you're right. I'm still dead, aren't I? So now let's go back and save your life. Wait a minute. What is it? Now that I think about it, I think I wanted to stay dead a little longer. What? When I was alive, I couldn't even help Miss Camilla when she was in trouble. I want to be able to protect Miss Camilla. And to do that, I need this power I have now. I see. Perfectly understandable. Even I wish I had powers like that. Hey, we just saved you. Don't wish your life away already. Oh, of course, you're right. Okay, Missile, have it your way. By the way, Mr. Reckless Youth, there is a certain detective who needs that music box you found. When we get back to the present time, could you give it to her? Certainly! You have my words. Let's go back then, to the present. Yes. Finally, I went beyond my stupid, and I did it. And so Camilla ended up in the hands of the kidnappers. We weren't able to change that part. Lynn listened to my story without saying anything. I'm sorry, I wish there was something else I could have done. No, you did the best you could. I'm sure she's alright after all. After all, she has me! Missile, are you in there? Miss Lynn, leave Miss Camilla to me. I know I don't look like much right now, but I'm sure I can help her. Missile? Eek. Miss Lynn! Of course he's taken away by the wind. Oh, well. I'm going to leave it up to Missile. It kinda looked like Missile is being left up to the wind. Oh! I have something to give you. Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods. Aren't you forgetting your promise? Oh, pardon me, pardon me. My apologies. This is for you. Oh. Oh. How did you shove this in your pocket? You know what? You kept the music box safe, didn't you? Thank you. Not at all. I was only doing the Rock of the God. Would have wanted. Yes? What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? He's mesmerized by my beauty. Hey, the cat's not allowed to get your tongue. Excuse me, but are you... No, it couldn't be. Have we met before? Aren't you that little girl from that time? I'll never forget it. It was 10 years ago in this park. 10 years ago? Are you talking about... What do you mean trick time? What do you want me to do about it? Talk? Here in this park, the gods surely control fate. Today, 10 years from that day, we met once again. If that isn't the power of the gods, then what else is it? It could just be coincidence. But apparently you know our lady detective here. Could you tell us about it? About what happened 10 years ago? Yes, yes, of course. I was actually about to do just that. Rock of the God. What's this Rock of the Gods you keep mentioning? Don't you know? It's right there in front of us. Missile. Wait a minute, you said gods, but do you mean dogs? Of course not. Don't be silly. This is no time for ridiculous word games. You are standing just above the Rock of the Gods now. Take a good look at the monument. Monument? Rock of the God, Temsek Park. The Rock of the Gods? The rock is buried in the ground right there. It's been there these 10 years. Ever since that day it flew down from the heavens and showed us a miracle. A miracle? So this rock you've been talking about is a meteorite? Precisely! It dropped from the sky on that day 10 years ago. Yes, of course. Surely you know all about it. Me? 10 years ago? That day, I just happened to be passing through this park. I had no idea that day would change my destiny. The sun was going down and through the gloom, I heard the scream of a little girl. Eek! Now just calm down and drop that weapon. Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. Fair enough. I peeked out fearfully from the bushes and saw some shadowy figures. I didn't see the face of the criminal clearly. I knew I should do something to help, but I couldn't move. The tension was so thick, it was painful, just when I couldn't stand it any longer. That's when it happened. The sky suddenly burned bluish white. Ooh. The guy got smashed by a meteor? It's pretty epic. When it crashed into the ground, the meteorite gave off a shower of beautiful fragments. And then I saw it. One of these beautiful fragments pierce into the criminal's back. The judgment of the gods was brought down on the park that day. "10 years ago, the little girl that was you was saved by the rock of the gods." Oh my, I can't believe it. The rock of the gods was given the name Temzik, and still today, it lies sleeping deep in the park's earth. Temzik? Yeah, why the name? What does it mean? I never knew about this Temzik. I always thought Detective Jode was the one who saved me. You were very young then, and you passed out from the shock of being taken hostage. Of course you wouldn't remember. But that's funny. A huge incident like that should have caused quite a stir. It's strange you never heard of it, Lynn. It is, isn't it? But now that I think about it, I remember I didn't want to think about what happened. I avoided the news and I never came back to this park again. That's why I didn't know anything about it. The meteorite was named Temzik after the name of this park that it fell in. And then the rock of the gods was forgotten. Now an awful thing is happening. They're talking about turning the park into a housing site. I'll never forget the miracle I witnessed that day. And so I've taken up residence in this park, and I'm trying to appeal to the people. Protect the park, the rock of the god. That is my mission. I see. Well, I'm taking you with me, Missile. So 10 years ago, the little girl that was Lynn wasn't aware of the meteorites. I get that, but Detective Jodes, on the other hand, there's no way he didn't know about this Temzik thing. And if he knew, and the man died, I took his life. What was that confession of his all about? The rocks of the god that fell from the sky 10 years ago changed the destinies of many people's lives, like the ripple on a pond when a pebble is dropped in. With every answer I get, I learn about a new mystery. Will I be able to break the chain of mysteries before dawn? Perhaps, perhaps. Anyway, now that we have the evidence we need, we decided to meet up again at the minister's office. Besides, there are a few things I want to ask Detective Jodes. We found the music box, Detective Jodes. Good job, Lynn. I knew you would. Well then, once everything has been resolved, I had wanted you to give this to him. Him? You mean Inspector Campanella, right? I don't suppose he'll ever forgive me. Detective Jodes. Now then, let's get this thing open. There's a certain knack to doing it, you know. See? He calls that a knack. Looks more like brute strength to me. Here you are. The evidence, with my fingerprint on it now. You should find scorch mark on the grip. Scorch mark? When Camilla built her contraption, she used a special kind of string. It's a kind magician used. It burns up in an instant and disappears. Why would little Camilla use something like that? I don't know. Maybe because she's a detective's daughter. Not leaving any evidence behind and all that. In the case report, there was mention of some scorch marks. Yes, there was. I remember. Oh. Well, I don't know who's talking. When it happened, Camilla was watching from her hiding place. She saw the flame run to the gun, something she naturally didn't include in her design. Well, I know who's talking now. I took the gun out of the frame and replaced it with a picture. If you remove the picture, you should find scorch mark behind it on the frame too. And those marks should match up with the one on the gun. In other words, it proves the contraption existed there in that room that day. Alright. And it didn't work the way your little girl intended, is that it, right? Exactly. Some cowardly culprit modified the design. But that angle was never brought up in court. And so, as justice minister, I must call off the execution at this point. I knew I was right. Well, she didn't say it with so much confidence, but it wasn't Detective Jodes. Now we can finally prove that. Thank goodness. Thank you, Lynn. In those eyes of yours, I see the eyes of that little girl from 10 years ago. Alright. I guess I want to talk to Detective Jode about Tanzik. Sissel. If you hadn't come to my cell tonight, I would be gone by now without ever having known any of this. This is what I deserve. That's what I told myself these past 5 years. But things are different now. Thanks to you, my eyes have finally been opened. Tonight, I've come into contact with a lot of people's lives and got involved in their fates. And the only reason I was doing it was to regain my own lost memory. But things are different now. We're connected to each other somehow. I just know it. And that's why I need to ask you a few more questions, in order to find the truth about us. Fair enough, fire away. Manipulator. Sissel told me all about it, Detective Jodes. About the manipulator. Yes, and it looks like this manipulator really did a number on the ministers too. Arg! Please don't pick on the minister. If he dies again, I'm the one who has to save him. Oog. Sissel, do you think that's what happened to me too? What are you talking about, Lin? Don't tell me. You were manipulated too! There was always a part of me that just couldn't believe it. That image of the one who shot me. Oh, well. But now I see the possibility of a new explanation. I thought Lin was talking, it was not the case. But who is it? And why did they do it? I don't know. Camilla's contraption. That contraption was a birthday surprise for Camilla's mother, wasn't it? That's right. Something's been bothering me about it. I feel like I know that device from somewhere. No surprise there. You lost your life once tonight because of that machine. Right! I knew it! See, Detective Jodes? No, I'm afraid I don't see. Well, I don't know who's talking. I told Detective Jode about it. Told him about seeing the exact same contraption tonight in a completely different place. That's very strange indeed. A junkyard on the edge of town. I never even heard of that place. And what's more, I've never told a single soul about that contraption. You haven't? That old pigeon guy. Who in the world is he? Mystery. Temzik. Detective Jode, you must have heard this name before. Temzik. The meteorite that fell in the park 10 years ago. You were there. So you found out about that, did you? I heard that meteorite saved little Lin's life. That's right. I couldn't do anything to help Lin that day. But in that case, I don't get it. If it's true, doesn't it mean you didn't steal somebody's life away? What are you talking about? Detective Jode, you told me that 10 years ago, the person who killed the perpetrator in the park was you. What? But it was the meteorite. I wasn't lying. I double tapped it just to be safe. I stole that man's life away, no question about it. It was entirely my fault. What, because you didn't body block a meteorite? I was just about to shoot him. I would have shot him in the next instant if the meteorite hadn't come. At that point, I was already a murderer. It's not really how that works, but sure. That's not true. You were trying to save me. Lin, I'm sorry, but I don't think that's really it. Huh? Well, the truth about 10 years ago then. On that day 10 years ago, a different incident happened in another place. Another place? Yes, in the police headquarters interrogation room. The worst sort of incident. A suspect who was being questioned escaped. Wow, I didn't know about that. It happened to be there. I happened to be there in the detective division, so I joined the case. Fortunately, or I guess unfortunately, I was able to track him down alone in the park. Hold it right there. I fired a warning shot. I wanted to catch him bad. That warning shot made him panic. At the time, I was a young and green detective brandishing my sense of justice like a sword. I made him panic and got you involved, Lin. It was all my fault. Was it though? Detective Jodes. All I could see was my target. I couldn't even see you. I'm so sorry, Lin. So the man who grabbed me died that day. These last 10 years, I have never forgotten his face. And then a few years after that, when my wife Alma died in such a mysterious way, I thought it was fate, my punishment for what I've done. But you didn't do anything in the end. I'm confused. I painted pictures in my cell, nothing but portrait of people's faces. All the faces of the many people I'd met in my life and didn't want to forget. Yeah. And tonight, I finished my last portrait, the final face I wanted to remember. The final face. The face of the man at the park that day. Wait just 1 minute. That can't be. I saw that painting. I saw the face you painted tonight. It was my face. Are you telling me I was the man in the park that time? That's right. The face of yours is the face I saw 10 years ago. The face of the man whose life I stole of the man who was pronounced dead at the scene. But hold on, Detective Jodes. That can't be true. I just met Sissel for the first time tonight. And he died right in front of me. By the way, the name that I know the man in the park that day by isn't Sissel. What? From the first minute I laid eyes on you tonight, I've been wondering, who in the world is this guy? I don't know, man. Mr. Minister. Inspector Campanella, where are you? Just be quiet and listen. This is our demand. What? Demands? Our demand hasn't changed. The execution must be tonight. Once we've confirmed it's been carried out, we'll release the hostage. What are you talking about, Inspector Campanella? And you know it wasn't my daughter who was abducted. Does it really matter who the hostage is? A life is a life. Even if it's the daughter of a death row prisoner. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserved, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. Oh boy. What is it, Mr. Minister? You look paler than ever. What in the world? What's going on? Inspector Campanella! The rock of the gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago twisted the faith of many people and started a chain of tragic events. And even now, the chain continues to grow ever longer. Inspector Cabanella's skull proved that to us. And the greatest mystery of all has risen to the surface. Who is this me I've been chasing all night? Who am I? I'm even further from knowing that than when I started. Well then, a lot of things happened this time around. Whew. I'm gonna edit out some part where I just fumble, cause like, solving this puzzle in the park was really difficult, I can tell you that much. So, as a thing, to give you an idea how long the video is right now, it's 1 hour and 22 minutes. I don't know how much shorter it's gonna be once I edit it down, but you will. So, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it. And if you could help me out by pressing all of the good buttons under this video, that would be greatly appreciated. And with all of that said, I bid you a glorious day, and I do hope to see you in the next episode of Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. Bye bye.